Hello, one, all, everybody watching, Notre Dame fans, Ohio State fans. You guys have been on the channel for a while. Know that I am really not a fan of either school. So this is definitely going to be not biased. And I'll be honest, I'll keep this short and sweet. But first, let's explain why the room is dark. And let's set the stage for this championship. Last year, there was a game between Ohio State and Notre Dame. And in that game, at the goal line, Notre Dame had a chance to win it and they didn't. And ever since then, I've thought to myself, man, they're going to meet again. But did I think it would be this game? No. And did anybody think Ohio State, after losing to Michigan in the way they did, it's been dragged out, right? Would make it back to this point. Both of these teams, both of these coaches, fighting for things deeper than football, for the contracts, for the lives, for a national championship. Now that the scene is set, let's get it started. O-line, D-line. They're both very similar. Big bodies, each can dominate you, but both of them are dominant, so don't expect anything to budge there. Both running back games, incredible. On both sides, both have guys that can go 80 yards to the house in a second. Wide receivers, I'd probably give a little bit of an edge to Ohio State. Tight end, probably a tiny edge to Notre Dame. Well, where's the difference? Punters? Kick returners? Quarterback. You know, guys, in my years of watching college football, I always knew it would be good that I watched Kansas State and Duke. And you're like, what are you talking about? This ain't basketball. No, I'm talking about Kansas State football, Duke football. Last few years, before this year, Will Howard was on Kansas State. Last year, Riley Leonard on Duke. And what I watched both of those guys do with less rosters than this one tells me a lot about who they are and also what they've done this year. So there's two positions, though, that are different. Not only quarterback has a disparity, but also coaching. Let's go first with coaching. Marcus Freeman, you've won the big game back-to-back now, right? You're here. You've made it. Now you got to play Ohio State. Ryan Day, you made it over the hater allegations to this point as well. You lose to Michigan, you dominate. You clean out a path for yourself here. Probably a harder path than what Notre Dame had to play. But from the beginning, I told you guys one thing, and I said it was that the Irish were going to win. Has that changed? On the coaching side, it has not. I have Marcus Freeman as a better coach than Ryan Day and trusting him to win the big game, just as I did have him better than Coach Franklin at Penn State, and you saw what happened there. Now to quarterback. Will Howard, you are a very good quarterback, a guy who can get it done, manage the game. Leonard, you're also a very good guy who can manage the game, get it done. Situationally being aware, both guys can struggle at times. End of the game NIU, even though that was about 5 months ago. And then obviously end of the game Oregon for Will Howard. Both of these guys have struggled late in games. Where's the edge? Arm strength? No. Accuracy? No. Legs. Will Howard, he can run. He can get out of there. But as we saw him stumble against Texas, Leonard's not going to stumble. Leonard is a runner. And Leonard's ability to move outside of the pocket, pass off time, maybe pass off 1 foot if he needs to, his ability to improv and get away from defenders is giving me a slight edge to Notre Dame there. So now you're saying, okay, Luke, so you're saying quarterback and coaching are better. Man, it might be a big win if everything else is even. Not so fast, my friend, as the great Lee Corso says. I do not have this game getting out of hand. After what I saw last week, my highness on Notre Dame went down a little bit. And honestly, I got a little bit higher on Ohio State. I say all of that to say this. The score of this game will be decided by how good one offense is compared to the other, obviously. Right? Because again, I said both defenses are pretty dang similar. And I think it's Riley Leonard late that gets it done. I have Notre Dame winning 28-24. And I have it even more dramatic than that. I have them down 24-21, getting a game-winning touchdown at the end. I am sticking with my pick from before the playoffs and saying that the Notre Dame Fighting Irish are going to defeat the Ohio State Buckeyes in the first ever 12-team playoff. Be there live next Monday. Me and Tyler are commentating it. Have a good day.